Hey everybody, and welcome to another Craft for the Curve video. Before we get started, make sure to subscribe to my channel. I put out new videos on Wednesdays and Saturdays with the occasional bonus live video. Be sure to check out all the other crafty creators down in the description box below, as well as the sponsors for the giveaway. To enter the giveaway, simply make a craft and hashtag craft for the curve. Today's video, I'm going to show you guys how to add HTV to flip-flops. This is so easy to do and it's a lot of fun. So let's get started. All I've done is put the monogram in here, and we are going to use contour just to remove the letters that we don't need. So the first letter should always be the first name. Let me make this smaller. So we don't need those two letters, so go ahead and get rid of those. Your middle is always going to be your last name. I don't know why this is making them so giant, but it is. So we're going to go ahead and get rid of these. Now with this one, we need to contour out, this one's being very odd. We need to contour out the centers of the letters. Let's see, I think this one got kind of messed up. It totally did. Let's move this over really quick. For some reason, the contour on this letter is being very difficult. I'm going to size it way back down. I don't know why it's being so strange. You can see very clearly that my mouse is on top of that letter, but it was, I don't know. Sometimes it just does strange things. So we'll just put that over here for now, and then we will contour out this. This should always be your middle initial. I know they're not lined up yet, don't worry. Yeah, see, this is being very odd, like I'm not even clicking in the right spots, and it's being very strange. So what we're going to do is line these up to where we want them. Now, because my middle initial isn't, and I totally kept the wrong one, so you can just go back and fix that. Your middle initial should be your last one, and I meant to click the last one, and I didn't, so there we go. Now, because my middle initial isn't super rounded, this thing is being a pain today, it's going to look a little bit odd, but it is what it is. It would look better if I had a more rounded last or middle initial, but I just don't. So you can see it kind of cuts it funny just because of my personal monogram. So we are going to put this on the sole of a flip-flop. So I'm going to show you guys how to do that. We're going to make it a little bit bigger. I think that looks pretty good. I might move the C over just a hair, just to kind of make it a little more, actually maybe I'll move it back a little bit. And then maybe I'll move the Y over. This is just kind of where you play around with it and figure out what you like. I'm going to go ahead and attach those. They look pretty good. I'm going to do these in neon pink because it's the color that I have out. And I'm going to do 2 of them. So what I'm going to do is just go ahead and duplicate it on the screen. Click Make It. And make sure that you mirror this because we're doing this with iron on. I'm going to get this cut out of StarCraft Softflex, and I'm going to show you guys how to apply it. I have cut and weeded out our StarCraft Softflex, and I have applied it to the flip-flop. Now, I haven't pressed it down yet. I'm going to move one out of the way. We are going to use our Cricut mini press, and we are going to put it on the low setting because this doesn't require a lot of heat, and you don't want to melt your flip-flop. Now, one thing I will suggest is if you have one, parchment paper or a Teflon sheet can go over this to help protect your flip-flop from any of the heat. I'm going to use a spare bit of parchment paper because it's what I have on hand and it's close by. So I've let my mini press heat up and we are just going to press this down. Now the nice thing is with the StarCraft, you don't need a ton of pressure or heat, so this should apply pretty easily. Again, you don't want to let it sit on your flip-flop too terribly long because you don't want to melt it. And I did test this a little bit before I did this. So I pressed it on a different pair just real quickly for about 3 or 4 or 5 seconds. And then I lifted it up and then I moved it and pressed in a different area. It just helps to keep that plastic from your flip-flop melting because you don't want that to happen. That would be bad. So now we're going to go ahead and pull that off. And it looks pretty pressed, and I'm going to move it up so you guys can see. I don't know how well you guys can see, but do you see the pattern from the flip-flop in our HTV? We should be able to peel that off, and our HTV is well stuck down. It's simple as that. These are a really easy thing to do. They're great for bachelorette parties, wedding parties, beach vacations. They are just a super easy, quick thing and doesn't take a lot of HTV. They're perfect to do with some scraps. Here are our flip-flops all finished. This was such an easy project to do and really fun and really super inexpensive. These are just flip-flops from the Dollar Tree. You can pretty much find these at Old Navy, Target, just about anywhere. I used our Cricut Easy Press Mini to press on our design, and just some scraps left over from a different project that I did with some bright neon pink by Starcraft Soft Flex. If you guys have any questions, please let me know in the comments down below. I'm always happy to answer those for you. Make sure to check out the other crafty creators down in the description box down below. And don't forget to check out those sponsors who are sponsoring the giveaway for the Craft for the Curve. Have a great day and happy crafting.